Hi, my name is Kathy Fosno, and this is Kat's Creative Corner. Welcome to Tuesday's card. And today we're going to make a Christmas card. We've got to get these Christmas cards done, guys. We only have a couple more weeks till it's Christmas card mailing season. So I'm giving you all kinds of ideas, simple, some a little more complicated as we go on down the line, but I'll be doing these about 4 more weeks or 3 more weeks. Well, I don't even think we have 4 weeks. About 3 more weeks after this, and then we'll probably stop with the Christmas cards, maybe 4 weeks, we'll see. Okay, so let's get started on this card, and I would like to thank Angela for the idea for this card. Okay, and we're going to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, cut it 5 and a half by 8 and a half and scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to go right down the crease with our bone folder. Okay, then we have 3 pieces of cardstock. This is Old Olive, this is Wild Wasabi, and this is Cucumber Crush. And these are all cut at 5 1/2, no, I take that back, 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, oh, we also need a scrap piece of white paper, Whisper White. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the wreath from the Santa sleigh. We're going to use the wreath today and the tree from this stamp set. Okay. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use Old Olive. I'm taking the wreath and I'm just going to stamp randomly on these pieces a little off. Oops, should have a piece of paper underneath that. Let me do that real quick. But we are using our pad because we're using the photopolymer. So we're just going to stamp different places just to give a little background image on these different pieces of paper. And just randomly where you like. Stamp very many solid on. I guess I like it a little off. Okay, set that aside and set those aside. Let them dry just a sec. They dry pretty instantly, but just in case, I always like to give it a second. Okay, then we're going to stamp our tree. And the tree is also, like I said, from the Santa sleigh set. And I'm using the Old Olive. And then we have our tree image. Okay, now I'm going to be using the die from the Santa sleigh die set, which can be purchased as a bundle at this point. After the first of the year, I don't know if it's even going to be around, so we never know. We won't know what's going to be around until next month sometime. Okay, so that's the stamping for the outside, and we're going to cut it out. And to save time with my Big Shot, I already cut out my piece. So we have that ready. And then I'm going to take with my Whisper White, and I'm going to go inside. And now I want to stamp again the same thing, the tree. But this time I'm going to stamp off a couple times so it looks more like a real faded piece. So I'm just, whoops, I shouldn't have done my ink pad again. Alright, so now I'm going to, let's see, stamp inside here. See, I just have it real light. And then I'm going to take from the, you guessed it, my favorite stamp set, the Christmas Pine stamp set. I'm going to use Christmas Blessings. We're just going to stamp right in here. There's our Christmas Blessings. Okay, so that's done on the inside. And I got a little ink because I get ink on my hands. Just be careful and you won't do that. Okay, so now we're going to take And we're going to put these 3 strips. And I like the way I put these, so I want to do the same thing. So first I'm going to put, and starting on one side, or starting on the center is your best bet to make sure it's all even. So I'm going to go right to the center, and I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not measuring anything to make sure. And it should go from one end of your paper to the other. And then we're going to take the old olive piece. You know what? I didn't use old olive. I used always artichoke as my ink. So this is old olive. This is always artichoke, and that's what I stamped all my images with. You want to just kind of make sure you get them all about the same. It's not going to be perfect. Remember, it's handmade, so nothing is ever going to be absolutely perfect. In fact, I have a little bit right there I want to trim off. Okay. Now, I'm going to stick my tree on. And I'm going to stick my tree on with dimensionals, if I can find my dimensionals that I had on the table. They should be right here somewhere. Well, I won't do dimensionals this time because I can't find it, but I think it looks better with a dimensional. So just try to keep them on your table where you can see them. And I'm just going to stick this down where I feel like it should go. And then I'm going to take my rhinestone, basic rhinestones, and I'm going to start, I colored them all with a red Sharpie, and I'm going to start putting them on the tree. I'm kind of doing different sizes. I'm going to use the big one for the top, like a star, and then I'm going to put these, and I'm using my paper snips to pick these up just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, and then I'm gonna, let's start down here to make sure we get these all even. You know, sometimes you never know quite what to do with the little ones, the little rhinestones. I always seem to have little ones left over. So this is a good idea for getting rid of some of the little rhinestones. Just put them at the top of the tree instead of let the bottom be a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to use that string also, which I usually use the string for like my butterfly centers, the butterfly body. But in this case, I'm going to use it for this. There's one. There's two. You don't want real big ones here at the top. Okay, so I have 2 more of this size. Now, on this one, I put it on the middle. I mean, on the lower branches, but I'm not sure I want to do that on this one. What do you think? Do you like it with or without the red stones on the bottom? I think I'm going to leave this one without and this one with. And you let me know in the comments below which one you like best, with the stones here or without the stones in the center. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I'd love it if you'd go on over to my channel, which is katscreativecorner.com. And you can find the complete directions and the shopping list for this card. Thanks for coming by.